Sometimes, even real-life superheroes find themselves at the mercy of forces far greater than they can control. For Jason Momoa, the man who brought Aquaman to life on the big screen, the ocean has always been a place of joy, challenge, and deep respect. But nearly 2 decades ago, off the treacherous coast of Maui, that same ocean almost claimed his life. In a moment that would change him forever, Jason found himself miles offshore, exhausted, gasping for breath, and ready to give up, until fate and a friend intervened. Today, he's finally opening up about how close he came to never seeing his family again. Subscribe to Star Gossips and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update from Hollywood's heart. It happened 18 years ago in a place surfers know as Jaws, a stretch of ocean famous for waves so massive and unpredictable they've earned a fearsome reputation. Jason had set out with friends, including surfing legends Laird Hamilton and Dave Kalama, for a grueling 14-mile paddle. 7 miles in, disaster struck. His board's leash snapped, and in an instant, his lifeline to safety was gone. 10-foot swells crashed over him, pulling him into a notorious spot ominously nicknamed STF Case, a place where water drags you further out and the waves keep coming. Completely exposed, Jason was invisible to his friends. Every wave slammed him under, each one stealing more of his strength. "I looked in, and my daughter at the time was 3 months old," he recalled. "I just lost it." The thought of leaving her behind was unbearable, but his body was shutting down. His arms stopped working. He bubbled beneath the surface and felt himself sinking toward the reef. Then, his toe brushed something solid. A small ledge of coral. It was just enough to anchor himself. "I could barely get my lips above the water to breathe," he remembered. "I'd already given up. It was like I'd died and been given a second chance." For agonizing moments, he clung to that reef, holding on between each crushing wave, desperately trying to catch just enough air to keep going. That second chance came in the form of Laird Hamilton, who had spotted him and paddled toward his location. Laird got Jason back on a board, but even then, the fight wasn't over. They still had to make it back to shore through punishing waves, Jason running on fumes. By the time they reached land, the experience had left him changed in more ways than one. For years, Jason had smoked heavily, 2 to 3 packs a day, and no lecture from loved ones had convinced him to quit. But after staring death in the face in that churning ocean, he never touched a cigarette again. "The moment I came out, I never smoked again yet," he said. "I couldn't do it." Looking back, Jason doesn't believe he survived by sheer luck alone. As he paddled towards safety, he felt the presence of those who came before him. "I prayed to my grandmother, my grandfather," he said, describing the sense of ancestral strength guiding him home. He often reflects on that day as a moment when the ocean stripped him of control, humbled him, and reminded him that life can change in an instant. Today, the man we know as Aquaman carries that day with him, not as a story of fear, but as a reminder of life's fragility and the power of second chances. The ocean tested him, nearly took him, and ultimately gave him back. And for Jason Momoa, that's a gift worth cherishing every single day.